I've never seen a storm like this with my eyes because this is the strongest storm that's happened in my lifetime. You see, it brings it right in there over New Orleans. New Orleans right there on Lake Pontchartrain, and it right there in the center of the hurricane. This looks like the worst case scenario.
An entire ward of this city, the 9th ward, appears to be up to its rooftops in water.
Still, parts of the city are underwater. The hurricane brought wind gusts of 120 miles an hour when it passed over the city this morning. The lower 9th ward of the city is under 5 to 6 feet of water because 3 pumps failed. But there are reports.
My name is Jenni Carmichael, and I'm the Assistant Youth Minister at St. Jude for the high school program, which we call Life Teen. This year we decided to return to New Orleans and help the people who are still affected by Katrina get back into their homes, refurbish schools if needed, just whatever work they need us to do, we decided to come help them this year.
Today we're at George Washington Carver High School, and we're basically doing some projects to help beautify the campus. We are painting the walkway, the columns on the walkway. We will be also fixing up some of the classrooms. When groups come in, especially high school kids, it's really very inspirational for me. As a high school teacher myself, encouraging my students to do work, to service, to be for others. And with my faith and Catholic faith, to go out and to live that faith, not only have it, to foster that faith, but we have to do something with it.
When teens come here, they're not only helping paint a classroom, they're helping beautify it. And what they're showing to our students who are here is that people care for them even outside of their community. We have a few students from George Washington Carver Collegiate here working as well. And they were so excited to see the teens when they came and to say hi. And it was just nice for them to meet people from outside of the city and to know that other people care about them and want them to succeed as much as we do.
My name is William Stout, and I'm the Executive Director of Youth Rebuilding New Orleans. It's a nonprofit organization that was started right after Hurricane Katrina as a way of getting young people involved in the rebirth and recovery of New Orleans. Today we're working with St. Jude Catholic Church at a group. The group is working on 10th Street. It's a property that flooded as a result of Hurricane Katrina and was badly damaged. This house had approximately 10 feet of water in the house and sustained almost total devastation. It had to be rebuilt from almost the ground up.
Working on this house reminds me of how devastating Katrina, how it affected this place, and it reminds me that if you have God, you can help rebuild a town that was once destroyed.
And it kind of made me realize that we can help people, and like even though we're not qualified as well as the adults, we can still do a lot.
I do have family who lives in Slidell, an aunt, uncle, and some cousins. Katrina did affect them. Their house was flooded, I think maybe about 4 feet high. The following February after Katrina, I actually came down for a visit. I just remember driving from the airport to Slidell, and I just remember it being a very quiet car ride with my mom. We certainly knew that there was a lot of devastation, and we had spoken with our family, but just to see it in person, very heartbreaking, and we were just filled with compassion and just hope that there would be people that would pour out their hearts to come help them rebuild.
My name is Deacon John Pippinger, and I'm one of the permanent deacons of St. Dominic Catholic Church in New Orleans, Louisiana. We're here tonight with this group, a very boisterous group from Allen, Texas. And this group has been with us for about 5 to 6 years, helping us rebuild our neighborhood, Lakeview, in New Orleans, Louisiana. When we first met them, they were a motley crew that came, and they started on a bus, and they went from place to place fixing up houses and helping people and picking up trash and everything. And it's morphosized over the years where they've come back numerous times and helped different neighborhoods or areas or specific families to build back after Katrina. And 9 years later, we have a very beautiful neighborhood that has been built back by volunteers. We also have many other groups besides this one that have come back, given their time freely, and helped build back our schools, our libraries, our infrastructure, and our neighborhoods.
Desert land, I tell myself keep walking on. There's something up ahead, water falling like a song.
We are hoping that these teens take away just the joy of serving others and serving selflessly and willingly and seeking out service in their daily lives.
To see them live out their faith and their confirmation promise in that way is life-changing for anyone who can witness it, but to be able to see it through my daughter is especially meaningful and just an incredible experience.
You know, we go to Mass every day, and you know, you get to listen to different people tell different stories about how, you know, they had faith, and especially in the Katrina, you know, they had faith, and you know, they trusted God that, you know, they could be able to come back. And
all the work you do, everything you do, it's deepening your faith. Because you don't know if these people will know you. You don't know these people at all. They don't know anything about you. You don't know anything about them. But you are going out there with an open heart to help them.
Once you come places like this and like you see people who have gone through something so traumatic as Hurricane Katrina, and like you really do see your faith, not just reading it like a book or hearing it in church, it's really coming to life in front of you.
Being here in New Orleans on this mission trip has meant so much to me. It's absolutely incredible to see the progress that has been made since 9 years ago when Hurricane Katrina hit.
It's amazing to see how the community's pulled together and how people from all across America have pulled together, and especially teenagers, to come and help rebuild this really awesome town.
We are definitely very proud of them. They represent their families well when they're with us on these trips, and we're proud of how they represent St. Jude to the communities that we get to visit.
In the heavens, come living water, all my fountains are in you. Long like a river, your love is running through all